Y'all, we have got some of the most wonderful ladies that work down in the Lady and Son store, and they've been there forever, and they're all so good, so personal, and they're younger than me, a little younger than me, but these are older women that know how to work, and how to talk to people, and people just really enjoy coming in and getting one of the ladies to help them. And there's two in there. That would be Betsy Williams, who is has the initials, has a nickname. She's called BB. They call her BB, and I am not going to tell you why they call her that. She's so cute, cutest redhead, and just love her to death. And all of the girls. And then there's Charity, and she loves to bake. And so every time I go in to do a book signing, I can expect something delicious from Charity and from BB. So, Teresa was in the store the other day, and Betsy said, Teresa, I want to share a recipe with you that I make with our lemon curd, with Paula Deen's lemon curd. She said they're so good. So she sent me the recipe. And so we're going to chop off this wonderful cookie. It just calls for prepared lemon curd, but I am using what I know is very, very good. All right, so this dough has to sit in the refrigerator for an hour, y'all. So I am going to go ahead and start mixing it up. I've got a stick and a half of butter. The recipe calls for unsalted butter, but I've told y'all many times before, I always use salted butter because even in my sweets, because I like a little bit of that salt with the sweet. So that's the way I roll. All right. So the butter is mixed up some now. I've got a half a cup of confectionate sugar. And let's see how much granulated sugar, a fourth of a cup of granulated sugar. So I'm going to whip these until they're nice and incorporated. All right, now I'm going to beat in an egg. I'm going to add lemon juice. And I'm going to add some vanilla. I wonder, I think it might be pretty good to put a little lemon flavoring in it too, just or it may make it too lemony. I don't know. I'm always changing every recipe that gets in my hands. I'm going to beat in a teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm going to beat this as low as my little beaters will go. And then I'm going to incorporate our flour. We're actually going to chill this in the refrigerator for about an hour. As you can see, it's kind of it would be a real sticky dough if we tried to make it without this dough chilling. Okay, y'all, the recipe says to beat the lemon zest in along with our butter and stuff like that. But I don't like to put my zest into any recipe when I'm still using a mixer, because you know what? You're going to lose most of that zest. Is going to get stuck in our beaters. So we're just going to stir it in because I want to make sure that we have every bit of it in our dough. Okay, I thought the recipe was going to tell me to put this in wax paper, in a log, but no, it just says cover and chill. So we'll be doing this by the tablespoon. when we go to dip up the cookies. So I'll see you in 1 hour, you sweet cookie dough. All right, y'all. The size of this cookie should be a scant tablespoon. So I sprayed my tablespoon so it wouldn't stick. So I'm just gonna kind of rub this in a ball, and it stayed in the refrigerator for at least an hour. So we're in good shape here. This one may be another tad bigger. All right. That one is a tad bigger. So, I really like my cookies being all the same size. So that's why I was hoping by using my tablespooner, a measurer, that I could get them pretty close to the same size. So I'm still going to have to work. Now this dough has got nice and stiff. Nice and stiff. Okie doke, y'all. Last one. Just rolled it in a ball. And now I'm taking my thumb. I can use that thumb because my fingernail is really short on that thumbnail, on that right hand thumb. Well, on both of them, both of my thumbs. I don't know why they must take a beating. All right, the recipe said to put this in a plastic baggie and snip it. But you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. I just think the other way can get kind of messy. So I'm taking my lemon curd that we have at the store, and I'm just going to dip a little lemon curd into each of those cavities that we made. Yum. These are going to be so good. And plus, they're going to be pretty, Okay, I'm going to put these in the oven, 350, for about 15 minutes. And I can't wait. So we're just dusting them with a little powdered sugar. And the recipe said just do it on the edges. Well, I don't know how you would just do it on the edges. I'm saying that the confectionate sugar will evaporate on the gel side, on the gel part. So I think it's pretty just like that. Don't you, Teresa?
And we did let them cool. We pulled them out of the oven.
Oh, yeah.
Cool for a good 15 minutes.
Yeah. A little bit more powdered sugar right there. Oh, I kind of got carried away, Teresa. Right, I'm giving you and me.
On my end.
I'm giving you and me the most unattractive one.
Oh, yum.
BB, thank you. Thank you, girl, for making me aware of your recipe for, what did you call them?
Dimples, lemon dimples.
Yeah, lemon dimples. That's a good name for it. Y'all, this is not overly sweet at all. The curd is so good. It gives it that little bite of tartness. And reminds me of a shortbread. Tastes just like a shortbread cookie. So if you're a shortbread fan like myself and like Teresa, I think you'll enjoy it. But thank you, Betsy. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.